sorry for the late start. We had some technical issues to work through, mostly on my end. Oh, I'm not liking this. Okay.
Good.
Alright. So, last week we left off with you guys fighting a bunch of weird delirium dregs that were different from what you've encountered in the past. Similar construction, but obviously different effects of the delirium have taken hold of those poor damsels, and their their bodies have been changed in different ways. You guys collected a few parts, and you it was kind of a little bit of a drawn-out battle, not anything life-threatening, but you've collected a few parts in hopes to sell them to the Hooded Lanterns for various kinds of rewards, and I believe Shadow had an interesting conversation with Blackjack Mel. He's asked her to speak to some dwarves.
Speak, yes, but not persuade.
So what will you guys do now? Are you going to continue exploring and getting Anguis accustomed to the horrors of Drakkenheim, or will you guys head back to Emberwood Village to regroup and reconnoiter and figure out your next move?
I think what we was let me think.
I would recommend at least a short rest. Or at least in top health.
About after we finish this day out, and then we're gonna go to the dwarves tomorrow.
Okay, so you want to finish out the day and... Okay, so... you guys did start rather early last week. This is just
we went to the farm.
Yeah, you guys went to the farm.
We went to the farm.
And you spoke to
Listen to the spiel.
Yeah, you listened to Nathaniel and his going-ons, one of the followers of the Falling Fire, and so...
Is that a dog or a chicken?
Oh, outside? It's a dog. It's a small dog. Sorry. So you guys listened to the following of the Falling Fire. You It's still pretty early in the day. If you wanted to take a short rest and continue exploring Drakkenheim for a bit, you could, or you could just head back to uh, Emberwood Village.
I'd say let the new one decide, and he's decided to take a short rest
Okay.
and then continue on.
All right. You can give me a, if anybody's proficient in survival, you can give me a survival check so you guys can find a place within the city of Drakkenheim for a short rest.
Who all's proficient in survival? I have a 1.
Out of character, I have a 4, but I'm not proficient. And I'm new to Drakkenheim, so I'm not even going to.
Okay. Gura?
I'm pretty sure the
I will
turtle has
give guidance to somebody to help them.
Yeah, if somebody wants to just
Gladly.
roll. Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll if somebody wants to give me guidance.
Oh, Gura.
Whoa, never mind. Look at
Gura.
that.
Had a 4 to that.
20.
Get a really safe place.
My goodness. Okay. Having survived a deeper part of Drakkenheim, Gura definitely scouts out a place to lay your head and regroup. You find a abandoned, semi-destroyed building that you're able to secure the door with relative confidence that you will be undisturbed, and you sit down to take a long rest.
You need a
Wait, is this a
for me
long
to
or
help.
short?
Short.
It's short. Sorry, a short rest. You can't take a long rest in Drakkenheim.
So what do you
My
do with
mistake.
short rest?
You roll hit dice, and any ability that you get back on a short rest, you would get back on a short rest.
Okay, hold on. Now I get to add a medicine check to that, correct? With
Yes,
the healer
if you're
kit.
proficient, yeah, or if you have a healer's kit.
Mhm. Go to medicine check, and then how much does that add?
D4. So roll a D4, and whatever you roll, that's what it adds. You get 4
Oh,
additional
damn,
hit
I'm
points.
calling on D4s.
There you
Yeah.
go. With Angus's expertise in medicine, he is able to help you secure your bandages, and you get an additional 4 hit points back. So we'll pull us to the Drakkenheim map. I don't have a small building like that map. Oh, you know what? Do I have that map anymore? I think I got rid of it. I think I pulled it. Oh. We'll just theater of the mind it. That's fine. Okay.
Shadow is perfectly fine.
Okay. So you guys,
Shadow will keep watch at the door.
okay. We'll just pull us to the Drakkenheim city map. You guys take a short rest. You roll your hit dice. And Shadow's gonna keep watch at the door. You can roll me a perception check if you'd like. With the recent battle and the noises and commotion, you hear the ever-present calls of monstrosities and lumbering about creatures. With a
Is
20.
any coming closer to us?
With Guru's check, you guys are able to. They're not. You're not in danger of them coming into your camp for the time being.
Okay. I'm sorry, I cut you off with a 23. What?
With a 23, you're able to discern that they're bound, but they're not getting any closer to you right now.
Okay. Girl, you picked a really good place for us.
So during this time, I'll ask more questions concerning delirium, contamination effects, various things like that,
Okay.
and Drakkenheim in and of itself, just in an attempt to learn a bit more. Pick the group's brain.
I know. This is Shadow talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
And explain a bit more of this taking body parts. I'm not
Okay,
sure exactly how I feel about that.
okay. The body parts we take to the Green Lantern and they pay us gold
You mean the
for
hooded
the body
lanterns,
part.
not Green
Yeah, the
Lanterns.
hooded lanterns, the green
The
lantern.
Hooded Lantern, excuse me.
You
We
guys
take them
go to
to the
outer
Hooded
space.
Lantern.
Uh huh.
Yeah, we take them to the Hooded Lanterns, and they give us gold for them. Hence,
But
how we was getting a lot of our money.
I get that. But technically, these used to be people.
But they're dead and gone. They're no more. I mean, they're not
Well, they're
sane
dead
anymore.
and
They're not.
gone now. We put them out of their misery, but
Oh, I mean, they're not human anymore. The delirium has transformed them, and
there's
the
no way to fix
transformation.
that.
No, after they get to a certain point, no, they're done. We
You
had
know this
a
for a certainty.
group. Yes, we had a group of what, three, I think we first met, and they had an infected amongst them, and they was telling us about that. And when they transform into their monstrosity, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to kill them, because there's no cure for this as of yet, to our knowledge.
Ah,
That is.
therein lies possibly.
But they become wild, as you'd say. All human aspects of them are gone. The
Maybe
delirium is,
so, but they used to be human.
Mm-hmm.
they used to be human, yes, but they're not no more. That's why we can literally confidently take these body parts, because we know that it would actually, how would I put this? When we put them out of their misery, it's a mercy, and they're gone. And then after they're dead, then we take the body parts and sell them. So I guess that the Hooded Lanterns are studying them to maybe come up with a cure. I don't remember about that conversation.
Uh,
What?
so the um the hooded lanterns are interested in they pay a bounty for monsters that are killed, right? Their whole jam is that they want to restore the monarchy, um, and Drakkenheim to its former glory, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
So they're not they're not particularly they don't really care if there's no like moral qualms there really. Like that's their goal is to um, make make Drakkenheim what it was.
So they really don't, to be honest, they really don't care about fixing what's wrong.
Well,
They
in
want more
Shadow,
to get the monarchy back and I guess perhaps cleanse Drakkenheim so that they can
well,
restore the monarchy.
in my mind, in Shadow's mind, and in mine,
Mm-hmm.
if they want to restore that and make Drakkenheim the way it used to be, wouldn't it also be kind of like finding a cure or, something to that effect so it can become livable again.
Quite possibly, yes.
So that's why I kind of put it in there that, to Shadow's mind, that's what they're doing. And to be honest, out of character, I don't think I'm going to take Shadow down the Kingsmen's path. The
Queensman.
Queensmen.
Anyway, until
Anyway,
you added that last part,
Mm-hmm.
I was totally against all of this, my character, until she actually added in the hopes of possibly finding a cure for this part.
yeah,
That part at least makes sense morally to my character,
Yeah.
as that's part of also his personal quest. So, okay.
I turn around, I look at Gura, and I'm
As
like,
long as I don't see you digging up any graves or raising any undead.
I have no intentions of digging up any graves, nor do I have the knowledge to reanimate them. So, but I turned to look at Gura, and I'm like, hey, Gura, where'd you say you was from?
The South.
South as in south in Drakkenheim, or south past Drakkenheim?
Past Drakkenheim.
Oh, no offense there, turtle friend, but I've never seen anything like you, at least to my knowledge. Um, so I mean, I was kind of wondering whether you'd be one of these creatures or whether you'd be something else.
Apparently, he's not one of these creatures because he's fighting alongside it. Really,
Yeah,
little
but
one?
we don't know. We don't know the full effects, whether they would stay friendly or would they continue to turn violent. Most of what we found turned violent and deadly. And Shadow's face just drops and her head drops, remembering Saren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Saria pets her dog in the corner.
But anyway, shall we continue then? I appreciate this information and forthrightness.
And I look at him and I say, where are you from?
Order of the Stars.
The stars?
Yeah, wherever the DM decides it's based at.
So,
I
I
left
mean,
it up. Anywhere you want.
Anywhere I want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
As long as it's not in the middle of Drakkenheim.
As long as it's not in the middle of Drakkenheim. Let me roll some stuff. Let's see.
Suspect it's not a very big order. It'd be a small order, probably just 2-1 place.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Anguis and I say, no offense, friend, but
You're always saying no offense.
I've,
To me, that leads
before
like
the
you're trying to
fall,
try to offend.
before the fall, I lived here, and then I lived in the city north. I have never, to my, outside of character, to my knowledge, ever has seen a creature or a person like you.
We're a
Especially
rarity.
shooting eyes. Especially shooting light out of their eyes and mouth like that. How did you do that?
I was
That's,
blessed.
I mean, that's a little bit awesome and a little bit freaky all at the same time. Does it hurt?
Not me.
Okay, sorry.
That's Gura.
Make sure I never get on your light side.
Don't worry, I'll light up your life.
It hurt? I don't want nothing to do with it.
Okay.
mean, is there anything else you can do?
Whatever the stars allows me.
I'm gonna say that your character hails from the area of Netherwind. It's a sparsely populated area, and
From
it
the
is a cold
country.
and mountainous region, and that is what gives you your affinity to the stars. On clear nights, you have a nice view of those stars.
So, are you like from the stars? Like from the gods? Or are you an actual person?
Maybe.
And for reference,
Netherwind, I like that.
Netherwind would be north, in a northeasterly direction of Drakkenheim, more east than north. Um, but it is a very cold area, probably around passing Iron Helm Ridge. There is a barren expanse in Netherwind that would give you. It's very sparsely populated, like I said, and that would give you very nice, crystal clear nights without any kind of interruption
Beautiful.
from outside forces.
I don't feel that I would like to be any place at night that I cannot see the stars, or at least feel them. And I assume that through this haze, that would be impossible.
It would be next
So
to impossible, yes.
exactly, that'd be the last thing I want to do is to spend the night here. Because if I lose my connection to the stars, who knows?
Well,
But anyway,
whatever you
as far
call
as
God,
it goes,
human,
I bleed.
does gods bleed?
I don't know. Have you ever cut one?
I've never seen one.
Maybe you have. You just don't know it.
Are you trying to get cute?
No, just matter of factly.
Have you seen a god?
Maybe.
Well, you're full of all secretive type of stuff, aren't you?
No.
Well, you never give direct answers. That's being secretive.
It's being truthful.
That's called being secretive.
Something you would know well.
Yes, I would. I mean, I was raised on the streets. I was an urchin. What do you think, Guru? Gura?
Well, everybody knows that there's a divine family.
But has anybody ever seen them?
Of course.
You've seen a god?
Have you seen the ocean?
No.
Have you seen the earth?
Not outside of Drakkenheim or my city that I'm from.
They're all gods.
Shadow, you can give me a history check. And I will say that Tilsaria will also roll a history check. She's not really doing anything, she's just kind of listening.
She didn't take any damage, if I remember right.
Wow.
Shadow doesn't know anything, but Tilsaria does, being someone from nature herself. There are plenty of people in the in this world who believe that, who still believe in the ways of the old gods.
Hmm. Is that Telsaria telling us?
Yes.
Well,
They do not follow the the sacred flame or the faith of the falling fire. The old faith. These
so-
disparate religions are dedicated to a pantheon of primal deities who have worshipped to mortals, who have whispered to mortals through nature for untold generations.
so
Mhm.
I have a question. Ash Shadow,
Okay.
how could there be any kind of deity, god, whatever you want to call them, when everything gets ripped from a person and possibly never returned? How could a deity or a god be anything to that effect?
You're asking a
Uh,
philosophical question.
that is very philosophical, and Tilsaria will answer. Um, just look at nature. Wolves rip families apart of deer, right?
I
Snakes
guess.
eat the children of birds and mice and rabbits, right? A landslide can
If you say so,
destroy a
I've
lake.
never seen any.
It
What can
doesn't.
destroy a lake?
A landslide. A landslide can just come down and dry up a lake. And just fill it up with
Okay.
rocks. None of that seems fair, but it's natural. Everything has its natural order.
So you're saying everything that's happened to Drakkenheim, to me and my family, is natural?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying things happen, right? And they're out of our control. It doesn't seem like Telsaria's character is very religious, so this is just kind of her using her, like her nature, her observations in nature. But I mean, there's definitely, and this is Telsaria speaking, and it's like there's definitely something unnatural about Drakkenheim.
Mm-mm.
So
So
what say
even
you, Anguis?
say use that the divine order does not interfere with free will. They influence what they can, but we, I of the order of the stars, we get our influence from the stars and how they speak to us.
Okay, but look
Basically, out of
around
character, you could
you.
say kind of more like astronomy, astronomists,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
astrology, shit like that.
So you look around Drakkenheim, you see this, right?
I do see this. This,
Do
from
you
my understanding, was something that came from the sky, aka possibly from the stars, that
Yep.
plummeted and landed here, and now
okay?
has affected the terrain. What caused it? Nobody knows. What do with it?
So
We survive.
this is what I'm saying. If there was such a high deity, god, whatever you want to call him, how could he allow this to happen? This used to be my
Because
home.
it's free will.
Free
The,
will?
the, mhm. It's not just free will of sentient beings, free will of the universe.
But from what I understand, God is the universe. So how could they let this happen?
Mhm.
Mm,
How could
Who knows?
something
To
such
see
as
how we would react, how would we persevere, how would we survive?
by destroying our lives, our homes?
Sometimes birth is from destruction.
Okay, so are you telling me that a deity allowed my best friend to be killed and disappeared for what purpose?
Well, you
Because they
don't.
don't control everything.
Yeah.
They allow things to happen as they happen. They will try sometimes influence if those that are in tune with their gods ask. Sometimes they will get an answer. Sometimes they won't. Okay? Things just happen because we're not puppets. The world is not a puppet.
I'm
So in the
not
world,
sure.
the in this world the gods are silent. So
Yes.
answers you really wouldn't get. I mean, you could scream into the void all you want, but as far as like a
Do
direct,
you know that a god will answer, or a demon, or an angel,
you don't.
or
Yeah.
some otherworldly being? You don't know what you're getting an
Well,
answer to.
out of
Mhm.
character, Shadow would not know about the gods being silent because she doesn't know anything about that. So that's why she's asking all these questions.
Okay, that's cool. Well,
In my order, they're not silent because I'm not worshiping specific god. I'm worshiping the stars. I'm following the stars.
mhm. Um, so
I don't I
I'm
don't think I like this god or deity or whatever if they
You do as you
allowed
will.
this amount of destruction and this and killing.
Sounds to me like you're looking for somebody to blame.
I just want to know why. If a so-called deity would allow this to happen, how could they be such a deity?
It's like,
mhm.
oh,
So
I'm not. We're not
you're
getting in there. We're not going there, dear. That's enough.
this is a pantheon of gods, so no one god is like yeah, turtles have their gods, the what they believe, like Father Earth, Mother Ocean, and all that. But
Okay, I'm not a shadow. I'll say this. I don't think I really like your god or the deities. I think I'll just stay the way I am. And you guys can believe what you want. I'm not going to put you down for it or anything. If it helps us, it helps us. If they don't, they don't.
Your choices are your own. Hence, free will.
as
So,
long as you
shall we
can reach your
continue?
inner peace,
There you go. It
Uh,
sounds to
I
me like you're
just
not going to reach your inner peace.
all right. Everybody can roll me a d6. And I will roll for Tilsaria. Okay. Um, your conversation being as deep and philosophical as it was, hasn't attracted any attention towards you. Gura's hiding place was pretty good. It's almost like you guys crawled into a shell to hide. So you could say
I give Gura good pats on the back.
Drum roll.
For it.
all right.
Kudos. That's the word I look for.
Your long rest has gone. I'm sorry. Your short rest has gone on without interruption, and we'll.
Shall we explore some more?
You guys can explore some more.
Hmm.
So where you want to go, Starman?
Please do not refer to me as such.
It's playing. It's in play, but if you don't want me to,
Well, we've only went like what, like just a little ways in
You
from
guys are
the
just like
head
in
cow.
the outspokes, yeah.
Yeah. Even that was plenty. Let's see if we can find some of that. What do you all call it? Delirium that supposedly makes the good money.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be a bit more careful, shall we?
Okay. You guys break camp, and you set out to go find some more delirium out in the streets. And carefully, so everybody can roll me a stealth check, please.
Need some boots of Elvenkind. Anybody got some I could use?
Seven. Clunk, 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 clunk.
Oh, Bill's so bad.
Oh
Somebody's beating on the
no!
shelf.
Tilsaria with a natural one.
Good God. Hey, wow.
And this will be Grims. Grim bringing
Grim's
up
the
a
one not doing it
20.
this time.
Oh my. Okay. So since Grim rolled a 20,
Grim could be giving her the help action.
yeah, I'll give Tilsaria's one. It's Grim. Grim puts her back on the path. He like nuzzles her and keeps her from shitting the bed. 2 sevens. Okay. Okay. You guys break camp and you leave, and you start to walk the streets as quietly as you think you can. So if we're looking for delirium, I'm gonna need a group investigation check. So
Investigation, but I will
investigation and
guidance.
perception. Okay.
Whoever's rolling.
Shadow with a 10. Okay. Since you guys are all looking for it, everybody go ahead and roll, and then you can add the guidance. Investigation. You pick up every single rock, and you're like, "Is this delirium?
Is this delirium? Is this delirium? Yeah, I could see it.
Oh man, what about this? This rock's purple. Wait a minute. All these rocks look purple.
Wait a minute, this one's kind of an off purple. Is that
Yeah.
delirium?
Right? This one tastes purple. Alright. Okay. So that's a 24 and a 22, a 14 and a 4. Alright. In all of your excitement to find this this delirium that you've been looking for, Anguis, you kick over rocks and you move things around, and you don't really know what you're looking for, so you're like scooping up rocks, and it's like, no, not this one. They said not this one, and you like throw a handful of pebbles back, and in between those pebbles, smushed in there, is a delirium chip, and Gura, with his 24, is able to see the glint of that small delirium chip land on the
Good thing I wear metal gauntlets then.
It is, and it's a good thing that it was kind of in a bunch of like rocks and debris, not making direct contact with your skin. But you guys find one delirium chip.
Well, I look over excitedly at it when Gura points it out. Oh, really? That's what that looked like.
Yep. Bigger ones look just like this, but bigger.
Oh, that would make sense. Imagine.
They look just like this, but bigger. You know what?
A lot easier to see, too.
Telsaria laughs at that one. And then she regales you with the story about the time they found a chewed up delirium geode in the rat's nest.
She
That's
also
what she was.
explained the delirium heart.
She would have. Yeah, she would have. Let's see.
I got pulled out of the rat
Yeah,
and used.
she explains the delirium heart.
That was
It's
inside.
like,
One of those was inside of a creature. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. Haha. Fun.
um,
Yes, it was inside
yeah,
of a creature. I mean, some creatures like to eat it, like the rats around here. They like to eat it so they can grow bigger. And when they grow bigger, they grow meaner. So,
Insane.
They're like a snapper.
worse.
Like this guy? Pointing to Gura.
Oh,
Did
no.
you eat delirium?
That's why I asked him if he ate delirium or not, if he was from this place, because, I mean,
because he's a
but
talking
he is
turtle.
awful tame. Yeah,
That's funny.
he's awful tame.
They almost
also
live
tame,
sheltered
so.
lives.
Shell. Turd.
Sheltered. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay.
So, yeah, I look at Gura and I'm like, yeah, I was raised in a city. We don't see much of your kind at all in the city.
Poor
Not
girl.
mine either. Don't feel so bad, Gura.
I've never seen anything like Starboy. And I look over at Anguis and give him a wink.
Don't make me light up your life.
Don't make me show you my nice moves that I showed a friend of mine. I look at him and I laugh. I said, I'm just playing. Come on. You're all shiny and glittery like the stars, so that's why I say that.
Nice smile at that comment.
Alright, everybody can roll me another stealth check as you guys comb the streets looking for delirium ever so quietly. That's a better one. Oof, Graham with
Damn, Graham.
22.
He learned from last time.
Heck yeah.
Be quiet, Drakkenheim.
Yeah. His little paws are just like, he's like walking around like a cat.
Kind of reminds me of Scooby-Doo when they're trying to be quiet, how Scooby used to walk. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, pretty much.
That's hilarious. Okay. If you guys are gonna keep looking for delirium. Say you spend about another hour looking for delirium. Guys, let's do a investigation or perception check. See whatever. Oh, her perception is much higher than investigation. Oof. 23. 25. My goodness. I grew up with the
Supposed to be.
Alright.
Hope I find a big size one.
Since you're in the outskirts of Delirium, I think the best you'd be able to find out here is chips. All this area has been combed over hundreds of times over.
I know, I was just being ornery.
But between your laser beam eyes and Telsaria's eyes, you're able to find another 3 delirium chips buried under quite a bit of rubble. You look like you found some rubble that has been so far undisturbed, and you start picking through it.
Gura, I need those tongs. I found some chips.
Say tongs?
Yeah,
from
there's tongs in that bag.
from the
Okay.
delirium harvesting, delirium
Yeah.
mining kit. Excuse me.
Here's the tongs.
Thank you. Here, I found two. Did you find any, the Josaria?
Tosaria found one, so she will guide Gura
Yeah.
over.
What happens if
Here,
we
Gura.
eat those?
If you eat
Try it
them,
and see.
Yeah.
um,
It
you're
won't be very
gonna,
good for you.
yeah, it's gonna be super bad for you. You'll
I was just
I
Would
caused
you
wondering.
treat
Gura
turtles
the
the same as
tongue.
other humanoids? Since it seems to affect animals differently.
um,
I was
No
wondering
offense
because
to turtles.
uh-huh.
I was just wondering because y'all said the rats ate them.
Yeah, yeah.
More than just rats.
I'm considered a humanoid.
So I know.
Yeah,
So are the rats now.
Yeah.
yeah, so rats. Yeah, yeah.
Um, I mean, Gura's curious. You could touch it if you wanted to.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I would advise not to, but it's your choice whether you go ahead and do it or not.
Angus.
Don't believe I
Angus,
could
touch
do it, but
this.
I would try.
Touch this, Angus.
Yeah. No, thank
Let's
you.
see what it does. You're blessed by the stars.
I am blessed with something of an intellect not to.
Okay. I tried.
You know what?
What?
I'm trying to see what would happen here. Okay. So, you're when you have to when you touch delirium, you have to you have to do a Constitution saving throw, right? This is just for your information, so that you, I mean, they would tell you, right? I'm sure Shadow and I'm sure Telsaria would
Yeah.
openly share. Um, you're gonna take some necrotic damage, right? You take a d6 of necrotic damage on a failed Constitution saving throw, and you would gain
Okay.
1 level of contamination if you fail the save, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If you were to eat it, you would just keep making the save until until you found a way to get it out of you. But given the nature of delirium and the way it reacts to unprotected flesh, it is absorbed almost into your being. The way I would rule, if you ate this, short of like emergency surgery, which would be pretty unheard of in Drakkenheim, and I'm assuming even in this world, except for maybe a handful of people, this delirium would be absorbed into your flesh, and you would continue to make this saving throw, and you would ultimately die if you couldn't get it out of you, and become a you would have a bunch of mutations happen as you continue to make to get your contaminations, and then when you reach the 6th level of contamination, you would die and turn into a delirium husk.
Yeah.
There's no
I share with huh?
There's no benefits
Pretty
to
good.
eating it.
No.
I share with Gura my experience just being close to delirium, about the contamination and the couple of changes that I went through, and the exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Guru goes, I'll eat one for 500 gold.
I will kick your tail butt for 2 if you did. I would have to kill you if you did that.
500 gold is 500 gold.
Huh?
What if you can't spend it?
It's
You
true.
wouldn't be able to spend it. You would be dead.
I
I would
smack
have
my
to kill
belly.
you before.
I got an iron gut.
Okay, so does rats, but we fought some nasty looking rats.
I'm just saying, you give me 500 gold, I'll eat one.
Then after you eat that, you will also earn the blessings of my daggers in your neck. I promise you.
Well, I mean, I've heard that kind of talk before.
Let's not, you two. Come on, let's continue.
I don't want to kill my friend because he ate delirium and he transformed into something really nasty.
Well, I guess you're not giving me 500 gold.
I guess you're right.
All of you guys can roll me a d6.
I mean, Gura, you are a really cool looking turtle the way you are. I don't want to have to kill you.
I don't know. I think he'd look better if he had like flames coming out of his armholes and his leg holes.
Oh my god. Oh, that would be
I
something
mean,
else.
I tell him about how this one guy mutated because he in a delirium and he grew tentacles and tried to eat people and we had to kill him. Didn't I tell him about the rat king who used to eat the delirium, how he was like 12 to 400 feet tall, to shadow it would be. And he almost killed me like 3 times in the battle.
That doesn't sound so bad.
And he was eating people.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to eat people.
Yeah, he was eating a person when we found him.
Yeah, he was eating a person. Okay, so you guys find a couple more chips. It doesn't seem like you've attracted any attention so far. What will you like to do?
What time is it? Is it getting late? Is it still in the day?
So you guys have spent about 2 hours here looking for delirium chips. You started off in the morning. You went to, it was about an hour's walk to the farm. And then you stayed there for maybe about, I think we said like 35, 40 minutes. So we'll say another hour back. You took a short
so
rest.
it's
getting to early afternoon, maybe 2, 3 o'clock.
We can
Probably
have
another couple
time
hours at best, and then we
You-
need to cut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Head
you have
back.
another couple of hours if you want to keep skulking about.
Let's keep
Yeah.
skulking, because that's what clerics do. We skulk.
Yeah. Well, you clonk around because you're a big, loud clonky
Exactly.
boy. But you think you're being stealthy, and that's what matters.
Oh no, I know I'm not being stealthy. That's the sad part.
Okay.
I'm just pretending for them. I told them I'm not stealthy, but they said let's go stealthy. Okay,
All right.
let's see how that works out.
All right.
Look around some more.
You're looking around some more. Let's
Yep.
do some more perception or investigation checks to see if we can find some stuff. Ooh.
Ooh, nat 20.
Nope, that's a 12.
It's a 12, dear.
Okay, now I have a question.
You
As
don't
a
have
character.
advantage.
Oh, yeah. What's up? Need a what?
As a character, I have a question. I'm confused about these 2 numbers.
It's always rolling advantage, dear, just to speed things up. But otherwise, you always take the first number, unless told that you have advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah.
So how would you know?
So if I say you have advantage, right, and you have these two numbers, you pick the higher one, right? So
Okay. Well,
if you
you
don't,
never said whether we had
well,
advantage
you
or
don't have
disadvantage.
advantage.
Exactly. That just means it's a straight roll.
Right.
If he
So
doesn't say, then you have a straight roll.
yeah. So if you don't
Okay.
have advantage, if I don't say you have advantage or disadvantage, right? Um, you'd pick the, like if I just say roll, it's going to be the number on the left.
Okay.
The second one, the one on the other side, is just whether you had advantage or not. Now, if you had advantage, you take the higher number. If you have disadvantage, you take the lower of the two.
Oh, okay.
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 All right.
I think I got it.
Okay. Cool beans. A 19 and a 22. And how long is guidance? What, like 10 minutes?
No, it's only a minute
That's
when I'm
only a
giving
minute?
guidance to somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, it only lasts a minute if I concentrate on it.
Okay.
So no, there's no guidance.
There's no guidance. Got it. All right. Anguis, Tosaria, you guys are able to working together, kind of chit-chatting a little bit. You like, oh, what about over here? This looks like an interesting spot. Grim. Oh, you know what, Grim? Grim didn't roll perception. Okay. Grim goes and he starts, digging through the dirt as well. He sees you guys moving stuff around, and he starts kicking up dirt and moving over rocks and stuff like that. And between the three of you, you are able to find 3 more small delirium chips.
What's 7 we found
Uncover
so
it
far?
excitedly. Ooh. I think that's one. Did
Yeah.
I find it?
Yeah, that'd be 7. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got it in group loot.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, this is exciting, yet making me a bit anxious at the same time. Perhaps we should start heading back to Emberwood before we attract too much. What's nights like here? Not that I care.
Nobody.
We don't stay.
Nobody in the
stay.
party has experienced a night in Drakkenheim.
That's probably wise. I would much prefer it because I don't even see the sky. What this haze, as you call it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is it always like this?
Yes.
No. I do not want to be here at night at all. Let's go.
Yeah, it's not.
If I can't see my stars, I'm very uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very.
See or feel, because I know it's not always starlit out.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured there's going to be a difference where I can feel that the stars are there versus you can't hear it all.
Right.
Yeah, I look at English and I said, none of us has ever stayed at night. It's way too dangerous, and the haze, if we stay, it contains a lot of contamination, so we do not stay.
What? The haze contaminates you?
Somewhat, yeah. Not to the point to where I've been contaminated, but it.
Are you sure? What's that growing out of the side of your face?
I look at him and I growl.
What? I tried some of your humor.
I can leave you here.
Let's go.
How that took about an hour?
Yeah. Each one of these checks is about an hour. So right now you're about 3:30 in the afternoon.
We can stay in Anguis for a little bit longer. It's just probably like mid-afternoon. If you want to try to find a little bit more.
I suppose.
Okay.
I mean, we will
Uh,
definitely leave before dark.
Anguis, you can roll me just a perception check as you look around at this haze to see if you're able to, as you keep looking up to like see if you see the sky. Okay. Um, as you take in the fact that you cannot see the sky in Drakkenheim, that the haze is there, very, very ever present. Um, you do see a structure that towers over all the other structures in the city of Drakkenheim. It is visible at any point in the in Drakkenheim, and it is a huge tower standing almost 400 feet tall, and it is shattered in half. And in
Okay.
between the two shattered pieces is floating rocks and debris that orbit the tower, like somewhat violently tumbling around in the sky.
Pointed out. What is that?
Hmm. The only person that would have any kind of idea would be Shadow. Shadow, you can give me a.
Okay, I missed what was said. I was helping my daughter.
Oh, no
I
problem.
heard 400 feet tall.
Uh,
That's all I heard.
Anguis sees the tower in the city of Drakkenheim, and you might have an idea of what it is if you roll me a history check. It's a tower that has been standing since you were a small child, um, and it still stands today. But it has been very damaged in the fall. Um, this tower is a tower of the Amethyst Academy.
Oh, I look at him and I say, "Oh, that tower? That's a tower. Used to be the tower of Amethyst Academy." Yeah, try to say that 5 times fast.
Is that
Yeah.
what they was called before it split?
uh,
Uh,
it would be known as the Inscrutable Tower.
yeah, the inscrutable tower is what some of us call it, but that's where the wizards go and they learn stuff.
Now?
No, I don't think I don't think it's used anymore. I mean, it's so far damaged. I seriously doubt it. All their books and all that good jazz would be destroyed.
Hmm.
With an 18, you, as a small child, amongst other children, as you played when you were little, you remember rumors of the Amethyst Academy taking small children to the Inscrutable
Oh,
Tower.
yeah. There was rumors going around. I don't still to this day don't know if it's true. But these wizards that used to practice here, they used to take small children to do whatever. I tried to stay clear of it or anybody of the association of those wizards.
Human trafficking?
What?
Trafficking?
Human trafficking.
Probably.
um.
I don't know. As you can see, I'm not human, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, they took children of all kinds. It wasn't just limited to humans.
No, I was telling him, and he said
Oh.
human trafficking.
Well, you know what it means. All right. Would any of you guys? So sorry, I didn't know what it was, and she was there. Okay. No, Anguis, you can give me a history check with disadvantage, and Gura, you can also give me a history check with disadvantage. You guys are kind of from far off places.
Was you asking me to make a roll, or
No,
because I'm
Gura.
just
No.
my daughter?
What kind of roll?
A history check, please.
Okay, we'll go get dressed.
You're muted.
sorry.
You need to be muted, dear.
Okay. 11 and an 11. Now that Shadow has mentioned the perceived abduction of small children, you also would have heard whisperings or rumors in your small areas of mages collecting small children. Maybe not so much in super remote areas, but in, like, you know, in your travels in bigger cities and stuff. You would have maybe heard that too. All right.
Sure, probably tons of rumors went out concerning that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are still gonna keep looking for some delirium, huh? Okay. Everybody can roll me a d6. 3, 4. Three. And a 4. Okay, cool. You guys, as you are conducting your search amongst the rubble, picking through what might be left over, you catch a glimpse of a person who is dressed not unlike those you met at the farm earlier in the day. And oh man, what's the name of that farm? I can't remember. Hendrick's farm. He is a she, and she is dressed in simple garments, carrying a holy symbol, and she is walking just down the middle of the road by herself. Doesn't seem to have any kind of care or regard for the dangers that may present themselves in Drakkenheim. She is not trying to be stealthy. She is just crunching along the middle of the road.
Is she heading in our direction?
She has not noticed you. She is just walking down. But yes, she is headed in your general direction.
I look at everybody and I say, with
What
some
we
of
should
these,
do? We should bug them. Oh, sorry.
with what we have encountered, especially here recently, I say to be very cautious, just in case.
Sounds like always a good idea. Anyway.
Is she now in earshot? Can she hear us?
I
If
don't
I
know.
were
You
to
gonna
holler
yell?
out to her, would she hear me?
If you were to holler out to her, yes, she would hear
I don't know. You're such a little person. You have such a tiny voice.
I'll show you, tiny voice.
you.
I wish.
Nay. I yell at her and I tell her to stop where she's at.
She looks around and she hears where you shout from, and her
She's
vision
going to talk our
snaps.
ear off.
Her vision snaps in your general direction as she clocks you. She goes, "Hello."
I was curious because you rolled a persuasion check.
Oh, a persuade. Oops, I'm sorry.
Like she's gonna talk our ear off.
That's the wrong roll. Oh my goodness.
I I look at tell sorry.
Hold on.
Let me re-roll that. Okay. Okay, yeah. She hears you and she looks over. She says, "Hello."
I say a little softly, tell Saria, cover me. Remember the children.
Okay.
And I my my dagger, just the one. And
Mhm.
I cautiously walk up to her and I say, can I see your hands, please?
Um, do you mean to do me harm, child?
It all depends. Let me see
Uh,
your hands.
give me a persuasion check.
Oh,
Hmm. She is going to.
sit still.
Yeah. She's like, I don't think so. I.
I just want to make sure you are not thing that will harm us.
If she's not what?
Going to harm us.
Like, what are you
You
looking
know, like
for
the
exactly?
children. I don't want
Oh,
a repeat of the children.
okay, okay. You're talking about the little construct guys.
Yes, they looked like children until we saw their hands.
Okay. Are you gonna tell her that?
Yeah,
She looks at you like super confused, and she puts her hands up, and her robes, like the sleeves of her robes fall down, and she has hands.
okay.
She's got human
I
hands. And then she puts her
I
hand
took
on her mace, and she's like, okay.
and then I take and I wave down to everybody in the back. And I put my dagger away and I approach.
Okay. How far away are you going to stand from her?
I'll go right up to her.
Right up to her, okay.
And I will tell her I apologize for that, but like I said, we've come across children that actually looked like children but actually wasn't. And until we saw their hands.
Until you.
So till I saw their hands, they were, well, they had nasty gadgets and gadgets attached to them. They wasn't really children after all.
Oh. Okay.
So I apologize for scaring you, but we had to make sure we didn't want to come across any more of those creatures, if you understand.
Okay.
And
And what were you gonna do?
I was gonna say, I put out my hand, and I say, "My name's Shadow. What's yours?"
Gloria?
What are you doing out here all by your lonesome?
I am beginning my trek to begin the final leg of my pilgrimage.
Are you the only one that was left out of the caravan that left from the farm earlier?
No, I set out alone. I feel this part of my journey is to be taken alone. That is what my vision showed me, and that is what I shall do.
Okay, so I mean, we've been here pretty much all day in this general area, and so far it seems pretty quiet.
Okay. I will be on my way unless there's anything else.
Gonna make sure that you were okay and you were, well, human, I guess. You are human, right?
I am human.
Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure you are who you
Well,
appear
as
to
if
be.
that makes it all better.
And just, I guess, I will let
I
you
mean, the stars
continue.
forbid she's a halfling.
Eh, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Don't mind him. Um, just be safe. Drakkenheim's not as safe as it used to be. I used to play in these streets, I should know, before the fall.
And what brings you back to these streets?
Um, we're looking for things and people. I have 3 others behind me.
Things? What kind of
We
things?
have our own quests. I don't know. Things that make you rich, maybe? We're adventuring type.
I bet you're after the holy charcoal. What you adventuring types call delirium.
That would be okay. But my main objective is to find some people.
Well,
But we're also out here to kill some of these creatures that are out here as well.
She looks at you and she says, well, if you do happen across the holy charcoal, please leave it undisturbed.
Okay. So, just like I said, this area seems to be pretty quiet right now, so you have a safe passage for now. I'm not going to guarantee what's going to happen the next 5-10 minutes, but You look pretty well suited.
Okay. And you say she looks pretty well suited. She's just got like she's got like the same robes that Nathaniel had. Is that his name? Yeah. And she kind of clinks a little bit as she shuffles on her feet. Maybe underneath she has some kind of armaments. And she says, "My faith will see me through this darkness to the light."
Alright.
And she starts to walk down the streets.
And I turn back to the group.
And she walks down the street, and you can hear a very familiar clink, 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 kind of like how Anguis sounds as he's trying to be stealthy. And she just walks down the road.
I smile, knowing that she's armored up, and I just walk back to the group.
Okay.
I tell everybody it is just one of those from the fallen flame from the farm thing.
By
On a
herself?
pilgrimage. Yep, she said she had a calling, so she decided to go.
Sounds like a liar to me.
I hope her faith is strong.
Yeah, she's pretty armored underneath those robes. You could hear it.
Hope she's not philosophical like you.
Not normally, but me and Telsari has seen, especially me, not having a religion or of any kind, basically.
Maybe that's half your problem.
Don't push it. Shall we continue?
All right.
Sure.
Let's see here.
About 4:30 now.
Yes. One second. You guys can give me a perception check. Okay. Shadow, you hear... Oh, let me roll for it. Sorry. And I guess for Grim. You guys hear... Well, Shadow, you hear that same voice of that lady cry out in surprise and pain as she screams in agony.
I relay this and I ask them, shall we go help her?
Which direction? Let's go. And I take off.
All right.
And I follow.
Lead the way, quick.
Lead them in the direction that I hear it.
Okay. Okay. Cool beans. It would have been in this direction over here. Can you see that ping?
No, Can you put us where we came out on the map? Because I don't suspect it's right where we're at now, is it?
I moved you guys down as you guys were exploring.
Okay, okay. Where is the thing? North, south?
North. It would be north.
Okay.
She was headed deeper into Drakkenheim. You hear like a blood-curdling scream. The sounds of not a super short battle, but it subsides rather quickly, um, and it's in that direction. You guys are headed that way, so I will give you a round of movement before we roll initiative.
I need control of my token, please.
Controlled by Angus.
I'm
There you go.
trying to
There
figure
we
out
go.
where it was at because I missed the ping.
There you go.
Okay.
You guys can move your movement towards the sound of the battle.
Mm,
What is the
right
story I
here.
have? Okay. What's her movement speed? What, 40 feet? 35 feet, okay.
And can I go stealth
Uh,
or is it just the movement?
it's just the movement. Because you guys are rushing towards the sound of battle. Grim comes up close, Ignore Me comes here. Okay. Gura, as you round the corner, you hear and see two creatures strike down this pilgrim, and they seem to be kind of they look humanoid in shape.
We're not able to see them because they're not on the map.
Sorry.
Right.
There you go.
Hey, thank you.
This person is deceased. They look humanoid in shape. They're wearing studded leather armor, and they have long swords in their hands. And they're speaking to her in they're speaking to her like if she was a monstrosity. You foul beast! How dare you contaminate this city with your filth!
Is she dead?
She is dead.
All right.
Okay. They obviously they see you guys. So you guys are walking up, and these humanoid figures, they look at you and they look at one another and they go, "Look, more beasts to put down."
Can we hear them?
Yeah, they're talking to each other and towards you.
Do you
Can
have
I say
anything
something?
identifying on them other than what you showed us?
Uh, what are you looking for? Like
Or the
insignias?
silver hand, hooded lanterns?
They are wearing just regular studded leather armor. They don't have any kind of insignias on them. But you can give me a perception check if you'd like.
I'd like to, please.
Wonderful. Um, yeah, these guys don't look right. They are hunched over. They look like they've been killed and risen up again. Um, they have a glazed over look in their eyes. They're speaking to each other in common, um, but it doesn't seem like everything is all there, if that makes sense. Their
Does
eyes.
it seem like anything that I know of concerning undead?
You can give me a religion check.
Okay.
Yeah. They might be.
Okay.
All right. You guys see these weird looking things? Roll for initiative. Oh yeah, Telsaria. I'm like, why isn't Telsaria rolling for initiative? Duh. 22. And Grim will go after her turn. Alright. That's everybody. First to act is Telsaria. She's going to look at Grim and she's going to hit him with the old stay command. And she is going to take... I think she gets 2 shots now. And she's not entirely sure what the crap these things are, so she's just going to take 2 shots with her longbow. The first one, she's going to take 2 shots against this one right here on the right. The first one hits.
She's using the longsword?
Oh, that's a long sword. Whoops. My bad. Let me re-roll those.
Wow, that is a really long sword.
Yep,
if it
yep,
hits.
Okay, that's better.
That looks more like Tilsari's
that
shooting.
looks, there we go. We'll hide these. And we'll hide these. Thank you for that. So that's 22
and 25.
points. 22 points of
Very nice.
piercing damage. And this creature looks like it's like these arrows, they pierce his chest and they don't really seem to phase him at all. So that would be okay. Oops, oh, that's wrong. They don't seem to register. Pain doesn't. It does not. Doesn't seem like it's clicking for them. And this creature is. It's going to shoot back at Telsaria, and it's going to cry out, "Die, foul beast!" Oh my goodness, wrong one. I see long and I just click on it. Long, but that's a crit. And
Who's that on?
Who's that on? Sorry.
on Telsaria.
Oh.
Okay. So that's 13 points of damage. Tosaya cries out in pain as the 2 arrows sink into her flesh. Shadow, it's your turn.
I'm not happy. I'm gonna take out my short bow, and I'm gonna shoot this one. This one was the one who shot Telsaria, correct?
That is correct.
So I'm gonna shoot him. Hit it down.
Oh, that misses.
Crap. Now I don't get. Do I get 2 shots or just 1?
Just one, dear. You don't get bonus
Just
actions.
Okay.
Or bonus shots.
Okay. I
Okay.
go bonus action, hide behind the turtle.
Okay. This. All right. You are. Well, let's see. Okay. This other creature puts its hand out over this dead person's body, and it says, "Rise and serve. Purge this contamination from Drakkenheim." And the body of this woman begins to writhe and contort, and it snaps up unnaturally. And joins them. But this one doesn't talk. Okay. Gura, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna move here and do a reckless attack.
Okay.
A rage.
No rage.
That's against this guy. Okay. Let me see.
It's their advantage, both of them.
Okay. They both hit.
Oh, I gotta roll my damage.
Yes.
Separate.
Okay, and this is slashing damage, right? Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so that's 15 points of slashing damage. Down to... Okay. You slash this creature and it does not seem to register the damage whatsoever. Anything else?
Well, shit. Nope, I'll end turn.
Okay. Anguis, it's your turn.
Move forward. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Let's see. Make sure. Yeah. I will hold up my shield
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Be gone, vile undead," and use my channel divinity,
Okay.
turning undead.
Is that a save?
It is a save, DC 15.
Wisdom.
And if they are any of them CR at 1/2 per chance, they're destroyed.
The freshly risen body of this slain woman bursts into holy energy and flame and cries out and is destroyed. Okay. What's the DC on this save?
15.
15. Okay.
I believe it's the same as my.
I think so. Okay. As an action, you present holy each. Must be a wisdom save. Okay, thank you. Alright, that is a 2. And that is a 6. Alright. A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away as you as it can, and it cannot willfully move space within 30 feet of you. It can also can't take reactions. For its action, it can use either the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. Okay.
That thing, dude.
The one in front of you bursts into, it's like a pillar of, well, why don't you describe it, Anguis?
Just like what came out of Anguish, a burst of bright light. It starts coming out of its eyes and mouth, and then it just bursts into holy, brilliance.
All right. Anything bonusy? Is that gonna be it?
Yes, that is it. I'm done.
Okay. Telsaria's turn. So I don't think she knows what this is. Does she?
With the turn undead?
Yeah.
No. And they haven't really moved.
They
yet.
haven't really moved.
They would move on. No.
Yeah.
When they, so no, she wouldn't. She's never dealt with a cleric.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her an Arcana
That I
check to
will.
see if she can maybe understand. Can't see her DC? Probably not. Just to be like, okay, well, that didn't do a whole lot. And
I just
she's...
destroyed one.
Yeah!
That's all it looks like. Yeah.
She's like, okay. And she's gonna take a shot with her longbow at the one that she tried to kill earlier. 2 shots.
Mhm.
That hits. Not me. Maybe Logan. It's 1. What's yours? It's probably from the one you lost. Okay, so both of those hit, and they do a grand total of 17 piercing damage. But it is halved, because they are resistant. So I'll say 9 points. This creature starts to tremble in fear, and then these 2 arrows fly through the air, and they quickly snap it out of it, and it looks around, and it looks at Gura, and it takes a step forward. It swings its longsword, missing, and then it reaches out its hand to touch you, Gura.
Alright.
He wants a hug.
But it misses because it's kind of still shaking. Shadow, it's your turn.
I was just trying to see. Well, I got 30 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15.
Half that
20.
if you're stealth.
Well, she's not really
Oh, my
hiding anymore
stealth.
because
My
Gura
s-
moved.
Kuvra moved, so I'm not stealth no more. Go to here.
You can cunning action dash, right? And then still use your action. Right? But that's up
Yes.
to you.
Okay, alright. Alright, I'll do cunning action dash. And I'll go right here, probably about the worst thing I ever did.
No.
You don't know
We've seen
that.
worse. Oh, the rat key.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna attack with my short sword.
Okay. With advantage.
And then short sword.
My what? Or my rapier, then short sword?
You have
Is
2
that what you said?
main-handed weapons, I
Yeah.
believe. Or one-handers.
Okay, I'm gonna go short sword.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, take off the sneak attack.
Well, you
Oh,
have
you still have sneak
a
attack.
character. You have an ally within 5
Okay.
feet of you, so yeah. Okay, so 11.
And I hit him with my rapier.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
No sneak attack
So
on the
12,
rapier.
So
It's only the 9.
23.
The 12 is a sneak. The 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
9
but
plus
it's
11 is 20.
20.
Yeah, it always puts a sneak attack on top.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This creature looks like its body is going to
piercing.
fall apart.
So it's half damage. Except for the sneak attack. That doesn't get half damage, does it?
Oh, probably not. So
Yes.
let me do the math again. So that's 14.
14, 7 plus 6, 13.
13. Yeah. Okay. So I will add. Yeah. It's barely holding on by a thread.
Alright. I'm done and hope and pray to God it doesn't turn around. I hope he sees Gura as the bigger threat. No,
Okay.
no, nothing
This-
personal with Gura, but
This other creature hasn't been touched, so it is going to run away in fear. It has to move its full movement, correct? 30
Yes, sir.
Okay, it turns and it runs away from right
It's
there.
going to do 60 feet, right? Dash.
Does it have to take the dash action? For its action, it can only use the dash action. Okay, yeah. So 60 feet is going to put it off the map. It's just going to run into the haze. Gura, you see this creature standing before you, barely holding on, and the other one just made all these bold claims about putting down these monstrosities and then ran off into the haze. Bring it on home.
All right, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay. Those both hit.
21-20, nice.
Nice. All right. You crash down your battle axe on this creature, and it falls apart into a desiccated husk as it crumbles to the floor, dead. Okay. It doesn't get to repeat the save, right? It just keeps running.
Until a minute's up.
Okay. That gonna be the end of your turn?
So is the combat over?
Until this thing comes back, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Wait, let me see. Move. Move to there.
Okay. Anguis. Oh, these are all 6 seconds. It's gonna take a while. Okay. Let me give him an intelligence check to see if he's dumb enough to come back after the minute.
Suggest we wait here, good friend. Come back. Alan dead. It'll be stupid to return.
Yeah. This guy's probably gonna stay away because he knows that you're just gonna beat him to death. Okay, we'll say with that, combat's over. Before
I
you...
wanna.
Something I can understand.
First of all, is it advisable to search this creature in front of me?
Like you said, it's no longer human.
Don't worry, I will.
I will search you.
However, I walk up to the gal and I will
Mhm.
stand over her. This one will not be searched, whatever's left of it. That you may do with as you wish.
Well,
She is
what
innocent.
about taking her armor and her? Or
No.
you just want to keep her? Okay. I'm gonna search this creature right here in front of me.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
I don't advise doing it barehanded.
I have gloves on.
Okay.
I have leather gloves on.
You rifle through this creature's pockets and belongings, and this looks like this creature has, like, inside its pockets, it has personal effects. Like,
Okay.
it's very very different from any of the delirium creatures you have fought so far. And it seems to maybe be holding on to a semblance of its humanity. Inside of its...
Go ahead.
Inside of this creature's breast pocket, in its like tucked underneath the leather, right? Like it's got a shirt. Inside its breast pocket is a picture of it's like a hand drawn picture of something like a soldier would take with them onto battle of a family left behind in order to protect them from a greater threat. Um, and maybe he was on leave, or maybe he was here spending time within the city of Drakkenheim. Whatever his life story may be, you don't know, but it's rather odd to find a creature in Drakkenheim of this kind that keeps this sort of thing on their person. And
Right.
you also see, tucked into his belt waist is a small coin purse, something a soldier on leave would have with them. And inside that coin purse are 6 silver pieces and 5 gold pieces.
Right. Anything identifying him?
There aren't any. There aren't any identifying marks. His armor is well worn.
No, I'm saying in the personal effects.
Oh, no.
That just the picture.
Just the picture.
Is what I will do. I will take the picture, and I will take the purse and any of the other personal effects and stick it in my pocket and make a mental note to ask around Emberwood if they know who this person might have been.
Okay.
And if we could find his family, I'd give him all of his personal effects plus the coin purse.
All right.
That's about the only right thing to do. If it was a typical monster, I don't know, it just seemed kind of too intelligent to be. This doesn't set right with me.
All right. Sounds good. Anguis, you perform last rites. Okay. Anguis performs his last rites ritual. Okay.
Go. I know what you asked, Anguis, but I need to do this to be proper. I would like to.
No, leave her there with everything.
I was going to see if
Let's
there's
try to
anything
bury her somewhat. No,
I get
she
that.
was on her pilgrimage. This was what she wanted. Leave her be.
Okay.
Her faith was not strong enough to get her through this. That's where her faith ended. Where her life ended.
Going to see if she had family. At least they would want to know.
She left that family to do this.
All right. Okay.
Tilsaria just watches. She's not particularly faithful, but she watches with with reverence to what you're doing. She's not cold. She's just kind of like, okay, let's get this.
Just an elf.
Let's get this done. All right. You want to take some time to cover her with rubble? You can.
Would like to.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Look at Garage, see if he'd be willing to help.
Shadow offers to help.
Yeah, I'll help.
Our little one.
I
We need a little bit of muscle for this.
I threw some rocks on her head.
Okay. Between the two of you, you're able to make out of all the rubble around, you're able to make a makeshift grave and lay this person's body, what's left of it, to rest.
Alright. I don't have any holy water, otherwise I'd consecrate it, but this will have to do.
Okay.
I would say it's getting quite late. I would say we need to head back to Emberwood.
I lied, I do have holy water. Never mind, a potable holy water.
And you
I'm just seeing it.
Okay.
Yes. Consecrate the area. These will not rise again.
Alright. Sounds good. And you consecrate the bodies, and they lay here to rest forever.
I look at everybody and I say, it's getting quite late. We need to get out of here.
Yes,
Saria agrees. Okay.
Angus agrees.
Guru, what do you think?
What?
It's time to go, bud. Do you agree or disagree?
Okay, let's go.
All right.
So back to Emberwood we go.
Back to Emberwood you go. It's starting to get late. You guys aren't terribly deep inside the city of Drakkenheim, mostly on the outskirts. With Shadow's city streets, you're able to make your way through the path that you guys have taken constantly as you go in and out of the city. Huh. Time of never really said, I guess. You know what, Gura, give me a roll me a D100.
Oh. Yes. Oh, that war.
There are still several hours to go before sundown. It's springtime, so it's not it's not going to get dark for several hours. It's not a super long day like it would be in the summertime, but you guys have plenty of time to get out of the city before it gets dark. So you begin to head out of the city. You guys can what speed are we going at? We can going fast, going stealthily, making a beeline
I
to
would say
Emberwood.
we're just. No, I think we're just going at regular pace, guys.
Okay.
Since we have time, let's just be cautious.
Okay.
Just move at a careful rate. I can't exactly guarantee I'll be stealthy, but we can move at a careful rate.
Okay.
Keep an eye out.
All right, Gura, you can give me a perception check. Ooh, 21.
I spied with my little eye.
With a natural 20 and Shadow's city streets, you guys are able to keep danger at bay, making the right turns to avoid any confrontations. And you are you reach the outer area of Drakkenheim. You see the familiar cow there as you guys pass by.
Stab it. I stab it.
You stab the cow. Okay.
I stab the cow. It does not bring me good luck no more.
Okay. Being right on the edge of the haze, this cow's body does not it doesn't rot. It doesn't break down. Anguis and Gura, you guys notice that there aren't any signs of decay. There's no carrion on here. There's no bugs. There's no maggots, flies, anything. It's just this cow's body that has been kicked and beaten and now stabbed several times over.
I'm assuming there's actually not any insect life inside Drakkenheim, inside the haze.
None that you've seen.
Right.
That cow has brought me nothing but bad luck. It ain't no good luck thing no more.
Okay. And with that, you guys, man, I don't like this new layout. Okay.
Is all your maps set up differently now?
Yeah, they're. Oh, excuse me. They are. They got like weird borders, and they're. It makes them look like they're out of order, but they're not, and they're kind of like zoomed out a little bit, so it kind of throws me for a little bit of a loop. All right. Let me. You guys walk through, and where are you headed? You guys just came into Emberwood Village.
Well, I asked the group, shall we sell those and point to the bag of delirium, but not say anything, but point to them.
Oh yeah, we
What
sell
about
those.
your monster parts? I'm
Yeah.
curious about that.
Okay, so we head over to the Hooded Lantern.
Okay. You head over to the Hooded Lanterns, and you.
And the Green Lanterns?
I was fixing to say that.
Woo! Yeah, you guys are
What the hell?
sideways. Yeah, I moved you.
Yeah.
Monster parts.
All right. You walk up to the watchtower where the Hooded Lanterns have established their stronghold here in Emberwood Village, and after a few moments, you are greeted by the familiar face of a Hooded Lantern. They all wear the same standardized uniform, the green cloak, the leather armor, standardized weaponry, longsword, short bow, quiver. And he walks up to you and he goes, "Hello, how can I help you?"
We got
What armor are they wearing?
Leather armor.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
we have some monster parts to sell.
Okay. What do you got?
And I don't remember out of character.
I think you took the head of a. You took the head of a
Troll-like looking things.
some delirium dregs, and you took a. I think one of the long. Oh my goodness! I'm sorry.
We come across the creature. We didn't know what it was.
Okay, we seem to be getting a lot more of that lately. Let's see what you got. And if I'm remembering correctly, you took like the maybe I think of the mandible or something along that of the creature that tried to suck your blood, Gura.
Me?
Yeah, remember last week you got attacked by a creature that jumped really long and it bit you and it jumped onto you and it sucked your blood?
It's like a... Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys took like the mouth parts of that one.
Mm-hmm.
And the head of another one. And I handed it to him. I said, we have a sucker thingy, a mouth. This was a mouth, as you can see on this, and hold up the head of the other one.
Oh my. Okay.
And we wasn't gonna bring the other because it was disgusting, and it just basically fell into dust.
Okay.
No
alright.
ooze.
Yeah, I have two
Or
heads
goo or
in my
something.
bag. I remember now.
Okay. Alright. He looks at you and he goes, well, I've never really seen... What are these? Dregs?
Yeah,
Alright. Let me,
they kind of remind me of mosquitoes.
what's up with this one? It just looks like a normal head. The other guy... This other one's weird face is... It's all long and... Does it stab you with this thing?
No, they will stab you and then jump up on you and suck your blood.
Oh, well, that's terrifying. Okay. Sure. I'll give you 5 gold for it. And what's so special about this other one?
That is the nose that came off of the other one because, well, the head was kind of badly demolished.
I'll give you a gold for it. I mean, I don't...
And like I said, there was another one, but it turned into a pile of goo. So we didn't gather any.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Goo does not
I
sound
didn't.
like... Yeah, that sounds gross.
I didn't have a vial to put it in, or we'd bring it. But yeah, but, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that... Okay. Yeah, I mean, I give you 6 gold for it. It's not...
What? Are you trying to give us a gold for one of them?
A gold for the
nose.
For the nose.
No. Guru
The nose,
takes the
mouth.
nose and stretches it out and says, "Look to the length of this thing. This got to be worth at least 5 gold. I've never seen one longer."
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh no.
I'll give it.
Double.
You couldn't even talk yourself into it.
Jesus Christ. He looks at you and he goes, yeah, that's a pretty long nose. But still gonna be a gold.
All right.
Okay.
Out of character, I want to come back after we decide what we're gonna do with the delirium.
You want to come back here?
Yeah, by myself.
Okay. Sounds good.
Who's keeping secrets now?
No, I'm not keeping secrets. I just want information
You got it.
about more depth information about them, and I will share that.
Alright, so what's next? You guys are going to sell your delirium?
I guess so. I don't know how this works.
I go up to him and I ask him, say, "Hey, come here a minute."
Yeah. Wait, who are you talking to? The hooded lantern?
The guard.
Okay.
Yeah, the guard dude. Let's per se we might have found some delirium. How much would you give us for it?
What are you talking about?
How much would you pay us?
Well, how much
I
do you
don't know.
got? How big is it?
Let's say some chips. Just per se.
How many?
I'm just asking, just how much would you give us, like, for one chip if we had some?
It depends how big they are. I gotta look at them.
I go back and I go, "What do you guys think? I didn't get a regular price."
Mm.
I look at
Does just anybody buy these things?
Sorry.
Tilsaria looks at you and she
Everybody
goes,
does.
I mean, we can sell it to River, or we can try that guy at Caravan Court. He seems to be the type that deals in these sort of things. But I'm not sure he'll give us a favorable rate. We don't have any dealings with him.
Okay, we'll keep you in mind if we ever find some, okay? I'll tell that to the
Sure.
guard.
Okay.
And we go to the guy in Caravan Court.
Alright.
I look at Anguis. I look at Anguis and say, "Do you want to keep one for study purposes?" I mean, you are here for that.
Mm. I'm seeing that all around. I'm learning. No, this will help.
Okay.
Go ahead, sell.
Okay. I walk up to the guy and I say, hello,
Oh,
good evening.
okay. Hello. How are you?
Oh, tired. We just come back from Drakkenheim.
All right.
And
Have
we
some
have
delirium to unload?
maybe. How much would you give us for 6 chips?
6 chips.
Hmm.
I'd have to look at them and weigh them out. You know, they're all different.
I look at and I say, hand him the chips. Chips, not with your bare hands.
I don't think Gura heard you there.
Gura.
You broke up.
A little bit.
Gura,
Yeah.
Gura, hand the guy the bag of chips, please.
All right. Here's your 6 chips.
Not
He
too loud, friend.
opens your bag and he puts on his heavy leather gloves and he picks up some small tongs and he starts putting them on the scale and weighing them out and looking at them with different magnifying glasses and whatnot. And he is like, some of these are a little bit better than others. I can give you 32 gold for them.
Together or a piece?
All of them. 32 gold.
What do you think, Telsaria?
I think they're worth more than that, she says.
I think you're right.
Well, I mean, I am a wholesaler. I have to make my end as well.
Okay. Can we have them back and we'll come back if we decide to go ahead and sell to you?
Sure. He hands you. He puts them in the bag and he hands them back to you.
We need to find Mary.
Mary?
What a character. Why was he only selling 6 of the 7 chips?
We have 7 chips?
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it
That's what I
was.
was asking. Why would you like selling 6?
I'm sorry, I thought it was 6. I missed the last one, sorry.
Okay.
We need to find Mary.
Okay. You can give me a perception
I'm thinking
check.
I start walking to the blacksmith.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, Mary's not in the caravan court. You don't see her really anywhere around. But you guys
Alright.
can try at the
Blacksmith?
blacksmith's, yeah.
Yeah, let's head to the
up
blacksmith
here,
see
isn't
if
it?
we can find her.
No, it is Crow and Sons. Which
Oh, that's right.
is over
Shoot.
here.
Down here.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You head to the blacksmith, and the smithy is not on at the moment, but there is a bit of like a lingering smoke coming through the bellows, as if it's been shut down for the evening. As you
Hi.
walk. Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
As you walk up, you see there are it's early evening now, and there are candle lights inside the home on. There's a bit of light radiating out of the windows, and the door is closed, but you can see through
I
the
will knock.
windows. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's what I
movement.
was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. I softly
Really,
knock
Jared?
on the door.
Stop.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. That's what I was gonna do.
You knock on the door. Okay. Um, you rap on the door, and you are greeted by the blacksmith. Says, "Oh, hello. How are you this
Oh,
fine evening? What can
Good,
I
good,
do for
sir.
you?"
Did your wife sleep well?
Yes. Yes, she slept quite well. Better than she has in, this many months.
oh, that is awesome to hear.
That pleases me. If she's in need of any more, I help her.
I can ask. Would you? She's fixing dinner. If you'd like to
Oh, don't
pop
don't
in.
let us interrupt.
Oh, are you sure? She always makes more than we can
Yes.
handle.
Well, we are good. I just wish to know that she's doing well. This pleases me and pleases the stars. May the stars shine brightly on your family. Good day,
Oh,
sir.
well, thank you.
And
And
I look at him
uh-huh.
and I say, "Is it possible that we could use Mary after supper, just
Sh-
for a quick trip
sure.
for us?"
I'll
Alrighty.
where can I have her meet you?
Uh, I'm gonna say Bark and Buzzard. I think that's the name of the bar.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bark and Buzzard.
Okay. Maybe about an hour.
That's fine. Thank you.
All right. I'll have her search for you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
And he closes the door.
Okay.
All right. So where are you guys going?
Bargain Buzzard.
Bark and
I guess.
Buzzard.
Time
I
for
want to
supper.
go. I want to go talk to the Green Lantern guy.
The Hooded
Or
Lantern.
the Hooded Lantern. Sorry.
You're fine.
I'll go up here and I'm gonna talk to him. Get some information.
All right. The rest of you will be headed to. The rest of you will be headed to the Bark and Buzzard, and Shadow will head over to the Hooded Lantern to get some information. Okay. You walk back up to the watchtower, and the guard regards you, and he's like, "Hello. Do you need something
Hey.
else?"
Who's in charge? I'd like to talk to somebody who's in charge tonight, please.
Ansem's not here right now. He's kind of MIA, but
Still. Yeah.
yeah.
Anybody taking his place while he's MIA?
I gotta run it up. Let me. Did you need something in particular? Maybe I can help you with that.
Hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being paged. Hold on.
That's fine.
I asked him if I could get some more in-depth information about what you guys do.
What do you mean?
about what you guys do for the green lanterns and hooded lanterns
Mm-hmm.
and such and likes.
Like what their
I mean,
what's
what's your
their goal?
good?
Like what their
Yeah,
goal
their goal
is?
and everything, everything about them.
Okay. Sure.
Oh,
Um, sure. Let me
ow.
I don't want to mess it up, so let me let me get Luther out here for you.
Alrighty.
And he takes a moment, he heads inside, closes the door, and a couple of minutes go by, and then you're greeted by a man who, if you just by looking at him, he is like they're all wearing the same clothes, right? They all have uh, the same like equipment and stuff. But this guy's uniform is like barely put together. It's like it where the others kind of take a bit of pride and some time to like clean up their leathers and polish. I mean not polish their buttons and stuff, but like clean put themselves together as well as possible. This guy, like, he doesn't look like he's the type. His boots are dirty, his leathers are scuffed and uncared for. Um, uh, the only thing it seems like he cares about are his weapons, which are of an immaculate shape. But other than that, it seems like he could care less. Like his cape is like grimy and dirty, caked with mud in some places. Like this guy doesn't care, and he doesn't smell any. He doesn't smell as bad as Gura, but he doesn't smell pleasant. And he's like, yeah, what can I do for you?
Um, can you give me a little bit of information, a pamphlet or whatever about what you guys do?
A pamphlet. Um, we're not really in the
Oh,
pamphlet printing business. I can tell you. What do
sure,
you
that's fine. Sorry.
The guy, they made me remember this. Okay. Our goal as Hooded Lanterns is to um, find a legitimate heir for the throne of Drakkenheim. Whether they be alive somewhere lost in the world or somehow surviving in the ruins.
Okay, so is that all you're gonna do, or you want to make Drakkenheim a better place?
Well, I mean, we're trying to rebuild our former home, right?
I
Slaying
want
monsters, driving out outlaws. We arrest scavengers every now and again when we get the chance. Gotta chase them down and stuff. But yeah,
to.
that's. I mean, if we gotta clear them out street by street, we will. And that's what we've been doing these last years.
A quick question, if you don't mind. Do
Hmm.
you guys have any idea of who this heir to Drakkenheim could be?
I mean, anybody in the royal family that may have survived that fall. I mean, not a lot of people have
I mean,
gone
I was
into
little when I
the.
lived.
Uh huh.
I was little when before the fall, so I don't remember exactly who the king and queen was.
Okay.
So could you kind of beguile me that information?
Yeah, you are. The queen is. He tells you that the queen is Lenore von Kessel. Um, and he tells you like, oh man, she was something else. She was oh so beautiful. I'm surprised you don't remember her. She was very beautiful, eccentric, always dressed up. Uh, some people hated her, because she was she's very she wore a lot of fancy stuff, you know. But me, and he whistles and he's like, oof, she was gorgeous. And then, of course, there was King Elric, and nobody's found him, so
I,
he's, huh?
I was just so young. I was like, I don't know, probably about 6
Yeah,
when the fall happened.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you don't look too old, but yeah, yeah, that Queen Lenore, let me tell you, whew, wee. But yeah,
Oh,
and then King Elric, and then there was the little girl, uh, Eliza and Katarina von Kessel,
hmm.
both of them.
um, you said you was from Drakkenheim, correct?
I've fought for the von Kessel family.
May I see your sword?
Sure. And
Is
pulls
this
it
your
out.
original sword that you had when
This
you
is the
started this?
sword that they've given me, the Hooded Lanterns. Everybody has swords like this.
Oh, do you have a personal sword that you carried when you fought with for the king and queen?
No, no, just standard military equipment. Why? You looking for something?
All right. Yeah, kind of. I
Mm-hmm.
look. I'm spending a lot of time here. And I'm sorry. Can you look at this picture a second?
Is this your
I
personal
hand
picture?
him. Yeah, my picture of my mom and dad.
Mm. Okay.
I hand it to him. Do you recognize these two people?
Um. Oh man, it was so long ago. How? I mean,
If it helps, he was a blacksmith, and
is
I
that?
show him the original mark. I show him the original mark that my dad put on the swords. He would put this on his equipment that he made.
All right. Um. He looks at your picture and he's like, "This doesn't ring any bells. I'm sorry." Uh.
Mm.
And then he looks at the symbol of your blacksmith's mark. Goes, this one might look familiar. I I don't I don't think I've seen this in a long time. You said it was a blacksmith's mark?
It is.
Yeah, maybe. Back in the day. It's been 15 years, so I can't tell you with any
Yeah,
kind of certainty, but yeah, that kind of looks familiar. Why? What's it to you?
my dad's mark.
Hmm.
He was the blacksmith.
You're looking for him, huh?
I am. And my mom too.
Well, I'll help you find them. But
Alrighty.
I mean, I'll be honest. We see a lot of people coming around here looking for their relatives, people they've lost, and not everybody likes what they find, if they find anything at all.
I get it. Okay. Thank you for your time, sir. And I will think about. You gave me a lot to think about. I thank you.
Okay. Have a nice day.
You hear anything? Anything back on that mark? Could you let me know?
What's your name?
Shadow.
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Alrighty. Thank you.
No
And
problem.
I head off to the barking. I head off back to the barking buzzard.
All right. In the Barkin' Buzzard, while you guys, while Shadow is doing her investigating, are you guys ordering food?
Yes.
All right. Inside the Barkin' Buzzard, it's kind of not a super packed house, but there's some people in here eating dinner.
Hey, what
What?
are them zombies?
Those are not zombies.
Okay.
They look like the whites that we fought.
Oh yeah.
They-
The commoner tokens in Dungeons and Drakkenheim are actually really they look really sad.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they look like street people sad, like, and it's
Don't
just
have
the
another
one.
channel divinity yet.
Okay, now I see. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're people. There's people in here. They're enjoying their dinner, their drinks, and the waitress comes over and she's like, "Oh, hello, Tosaria. Hello, Mr. Anguis, was it? And hi,
Very well.
doggy."
Mm-hmm.
And she waves at Gura, but keeps her distance because you smell. What will it be tonight? Stews?
Sounds good. Stew and ale, please.
Stew and ale. Okay. Stew and ale all around. Shadow? Where's Shadow?
I suspect she'll be along shortly.
Okay.
I just attend to.
2, 3, 4. 4 stew and ales and a stew for 5 stews, 4 ales, and 1 water for Grim. He's a good boy, huh, Grim? And Telsaria smiles. And she walks over to put your order in. With Mark being kind of gone these few days now, and him not returning to help, it's starting to get a little bit busy for her to take on this role by herself. But I guess she got kind of used to the help. And with that, the door swings wide, and the tavern barfly makes his way slowly through the bar. He clocks you guys and regards you with a short nod and takes his seat at the bar and orders a cup of ale. After a few moments, the bartender waitress comes over and starts setting out drinks, puts Grim's bowl of food on the floor and water, and gives you guys your foods and stuff. She goes, okay. Anything else? How about some fresh bread?
That would be wonderful.
Okay, I'll bring it. And she goes over and she asks for some fresh bread to be made. Shadow, I think it's about this time that you walk through the door.
I walk in and I go in and I sit down.
All right.
Uh,
I'll look over it.
Guru,
Did you get your secret taken care of?
Not a secret, sir. Um, I just making sure what I heard about the hooded lanterns was true.
Okay.
Um, I mean, I could tell you about it if you want. I mean, and
Find
I
out
also
anything
asked,
about the personal effects?
oh,
Yeah.
no. I wave at the the barmaid.
We have
And
food already ordered for you.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
I
What was?
just wave her over.
All right. You wave her over. Gur, what were you gonna do?
I was pointing at the barfly. I say, Shadow, there's your boyfriend, and I laugh.
I kind of roll my eyes. Kind of roll my eyes.
Oh my god. Okay. I like that.
Careful, he's probably twice the man you can handle.
The
I kick him under the table.
the waitress slash bartender comes over and she goes, "Yes, Shadow. What can I do for you? Your friends ordered you food."
Yes, ma'am. I understand this. My question is, do you recognize this picture?
She squints at the picture and she takes it from your hand and she inspects it. She goes, no, I don't. I don't think I do.
We found that, and I wanted to return it to the man's family, and I was just wondering, since you know a lot of people around here, if you might know.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of people that come and go through this city, you know. One day somebody's here, the next day, poof, they're gone.
Well, we don't know whether they're from this little bitty town or whether they're from outside.
Mm.
So
Where did you find this?
on an undead that we had killed.
Oh my.
Yeah, it seemed a little odd that he had on his still personal effects and stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't know anybody who knows them, but maybe you could start a board. Hang it up in the center of town and maybe somebody will recognize it one day.
Maybe.
Sorry, I can't be
Take the
more
picture
help.
back and I go over. That's okay, thank you.
Yep.
I take the picture back and go over here to our adventuring friend over here, or ex-adventuring friend. And I sat down next to him and I said, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
You know, hey, you know people from around here and from inside Drakkenheim?
I'm not from Drakkenheim, no. I came off from Illyria.
Can you look at this picture and some of these personal effects we found, and maybe you could tell me something about them?
Sure.
Maybe? I hand him the picture and lay some of the personal effects on the table.
Just looks like a bag full of money. And let me see. Crap. 1 second. Let me pull up his sheet because he has a sheet. Okay. He's going to... He squints at the picture and he goes, no. No, I don't know these people. Could be anybody.
Could be. I was just wondering, I mean, you, besides these folks here,
There's
seem like,
something special
you've
to
been
you?
here the longest. Nah, I just wanted to do the right thing and give back his personal effects to his family. If he had any around here.
Ugh. I don't know. Sounds like a lost cause to me, but, to each their
Who
own.
knows? Who knows? Okay, thank you. I gather up all my stuff, including the bag of money,
Mm-hmm.
and head down.
All right. Your food is brought out already, and your fresh bread is brought to the table and divvied up, and she moves Shadow out of the way. Oh, sorry. She brings Gura his food and fresh bread, and you guys sit down to a nice dinner. And with that, that's where we're gonna call it for the evening.
Nice.
Okay. Thanks for playing, guys. I appreciate it. Sorry about
Yeah.
yesterday. That was a little bit.
No, it's alright. You had to have fun with the plumber.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
See what you started, Cup?
I didn't do it. You did.
I know.
Help it, your pipe was backed up.
Oh, it wasn't piped. It wasn't backed up. He was just arranging it for me.
I bet he was.
No,
All right, I'll see ya.
later, dude. We had a series of small earthquakes over here in California these past week and a half. There's been
Was it about to
5.
fall off?
No, it's just we don't have we didn't have an automatic seismic shutoff.
Mm-hmm.
So we updated the line and got one installed so that it shuts off outside the house. If anything bigger than I think it's like a 5 or 5 point something goes off, it shuts the gas off automatically, so that we don't explode or die in our sleep.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, not
You've
that we'd
seen
be
Escape
asleep.
from LA, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, it's a good movie. I haven't seen that in years.
Same.
But yeah, they did that, and then I had him run a line to outside for a shed, so I wanted to put my dryer outside instead of having it in the house. And so he did that too, but he ran into some issues, so it ran a little bit longer than he had to. So I had to.
It happens. No big deal.
Yeah.
I
Make it up.
thought. Sorry.
No, you're good.